Happy Sunday morning. As we're just decorating one more Christmas tree, we came over to my dad's house and we're helping him get all these decorations on the tree. Heather and I were just thinking about Christmas and about seasons in life, and we just buried my father-in-law, and so this is the second Christmas that we're having Christmas without somebody in our family, and we're so grateful that we know that they're in heaven and we get to join them there someday, but there's still a loss. And as we prepare for Christmas, we were just thinking about the joy of our salvation and what God has done for us. That made me think about the prophet Habakkuk and the scripture that says, though the fig tree should not blossom, nor fruit be on the vines, the produce of the olive fail and the fruits yield no food, the flock be cut off from the fold, and there be no herd in the stalls, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. I will take joy in the God of my salvation. And Habakkuk knew that bad times were coming. He knew that difficulty was coming for the children of Israel, but at the same time, God had made promises and said, I will make sure that I bless my children in the future. And Habakkuk knew that, and so he found joy in the fact that there were good times yet ahead.
And just in echoing kind of what my mom was saying, that there are seasons of life, and as we've for me, grandparents over the last 2 years, buried grandparents, and watching that cycle of life, but then also watching my daughter as she's growing and she's moving towards crawling, and soon she'll be walking, and just the joys of that I'm just reminded that there are seasons of life. There are seasons of the year like the holidays. There are seasons of life like birth and death, and even though we grieve in the times that we lose somebody, and we rejoice as we see new life, that through it all God is faithful and Jesus is our focus. So as we move into the holidays, we encourage you to focus on Christ, to focus on his goodness, and to just remember that even though we walk through varying seasons of life, he is faithful.
Yes.
And let that be your joy this Christmas. So have a great Sunday, go to church, and we'll be doing the same thing. We'll see you next week.
Well said. See you next week.